ask you, we've heard a lot about Ortho-K this past 2 days. What do you think the best form of myopia control is?
I really don't think there is a best form of myopia control, and really I'm talking about 3 different types of myopia control that I think are best. One is orthokeratology, one is soft multifocal contact lenses, and one is low concentration atropine. In terms of just the overall percentage, low concentration atropine probably provides the best myopia control, but we need replication of that study. There's only one study that's been conducted in that particular area. In terms of soft multifocal or orthokeratology, I really think one's as effective as the other. They both slow myopia progression by about 40%. So I think patients should choose what they want based on their lifestyle. So if the kid only wants to wear contact lenses part-time, it needs to be soft multifocal. If they swim a lot, it probably should be orthokeratology. If the parents only want them to handle contact lenses at home, it probably should be orthokeratology. I think those are the types of things that we should really concentrate on when figuring out what's best for an individual patient.
Sure. It's funny, we had a conversation today. I have a hard time getting my kid to eat vegetables. I cannot imagine getting them to put in a contact lens every day. So what do you see, in your clinic? How do you persuade kids to do this?
Yeah, kids really do need to be motivated if they want to do it on a regular basis. Now, having said that, for the initial fitting, a lot of doctors say, if the kid's not motivated, I won't do it. Mm-hmm. That's not me. I will do it even if the kid's not motivated, because kids think that anything that goes in their eye hurts. So I want them to experience it. Mm-hmm. If they experience it and they still don't want it, then I might not, fit them with contact lenses at that time, but tell their parents, hey, maybe another time. So motivation, I think, really helps, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary, especially not initially. There's really not much you can do. Most kids actually who are there for some sort of myopia control know it's contact lenses and they want to do it. So haven't had too much of a problem. Most of them want to wear contact lenses in some form.
Cool. You mentioned before that the Atropine studies probably need replication before everyone is on board with it. Is there a protocol that people can use right now, though, that's proven?
I really don't think that there is a protocol that's proven. We can't tell what form of myopia control would work best for any given individual, because that information's just not available. And so I don't think there really is a protocol that can be used for any given individual. I think the best we can do right now is look at sort of the averages and how well they work and help patients decide which one is best for them individually based on sort of their lifestyles and their needs.
Right. Yeah, it's funny too. We're having a lot of folks tell us about myopia control, how their patient population either, if they have a large Asian population, their patients flock to it with very little marketing involved. But we're seeing other folks who say, well, I have to be a little more active in marketing this in my community. I guess my question would be, how do you set the expectations of the patients who come in? How do you tell them how much are you going to be able to actually halt their myopia?
Yeah, it used to be that I had to have a conversation with anybody who'd come in about, do you want daily disposable contact lenses or do you want myopia control? And I would make sure that they knew about sort of both of those options. And we now have options that are both daily disposable and myopia control, so that's the good news. But I think every myope who's progressing should at least know about myopia control. Whether or not they choose it, that's up to them, but I think they should at least be given the information. So I think all myopes that are progressing should be educated on sort of the best treatment possibilities for them.
Right. And it's funny, we heard that in Asia, there are probably about 1 million active cases going on right now with Ortho-K, and in the US, it's at least an order of magnitude less. So I'm kind of wondering, how can people build out their practice? Is the market there? And if it is, how can someone actually go about doing it in their own practice?
Yeah, first of all, let me say when it comes to Asia and orthokeratology, I think that is a big cultural difference, because in Asia, they just don't fit people with soft contact lenses until age 18. And for some reason, they'll fit kids with orthokeratology contact lenses, as young as 6, 7 years old. They think that they're completely different. So that's part of the reason why, a lot of Asian patients prefer orthokeratology. But in general, I think one of the issues, or one of the things that we can do is, put it out on social media, put something in the waiting area, which is, do you want to slow the progression of your child's nearsightedness, and just put the thought in the parent's mind.
Right.
Put that idea on social media, and it can go beyond the parents that are in your practice. Make sure that the parents in your practice who have myopia control for their child actually talk to their friends. So give them pamphlets, give them brochures to give to their friends. I think those are the best ways to sort of spread the word and get people into practice.
Right. So basically, the two categories is the situation for one patient using the atropine approach to slow the progression of myopia versus orthokeratology to reverse the myopia. Is that the approach that's taken?
Yeah. So that's the beauty of orthokeratology, that it sort of reverses the effects of myopia, but it also slows the growth of the eye. So you slow the progression of myopia down overall by about 40%. So you sort of get both benefits. You get clear vision without any glasses or contact lenses. Of course, that's always temporary. That will never be permanent. But then you also get slowed eye growth. And that we think is permanent, but we don't have evidence for that over the long term.
So is there a situation where you use both atropine and orthokeratology?
I think combination treatment, we have a lot more to learn about it, basically. We don't know if ultimately both of those treatments work through the same mechanism. And if they do, one doesn't actually help the other. But it could be that they each work through a different mechanism ultimately. And if that's the case, then it should be an additive effect. But a lot of people are doing those studies, but none of them have been completed yet. So we've got to wait and see, get a little bit more information on that before we actually know.
Sure. Cool. All right. Well, I think we've learned a lot over these past 2 days about Ortho-K. So I'm hoping that your talk goes really well tonight. And what we're going to do actually with yours and with a couple of other talks is they'll obviously be running until December 1st for all the folks who want to take it. And then after that, we'll probably post it up on ODwire as well so people can keep looking and keep learning, since I think this is a topic whose time has come. In terms of something that can help grow a practice out. I think it's something that a lot of people should probably be looking at, and I hope that this conference has opened up a lot of people's eyes to the possibilities, that are out there.
Great. Yeah, the more people who know about it, the better, I think.
Right.
Great. All right, Jeff. Well, thanks so much,
Thanks, Jeff.
and have a great class tonight.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye now.